Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Bailey, also known as CringeMcCringle. Today I'm going to be bringing you a video review about a brand new figure that just came out and one that I was recently able to get my hands on. And my friend Daniel, also known as Proto-Man, who is without a doubt the biggest Hot Rod fan in the world, told me that I needed to make a video about this guy. So here I am. Today I'm going to be talking about Transformers Studio Series More Than Meets the Eye, Target exclusive, Magenta Hot Rod. God, that's a mouthful. Anyway, let's dive in. Starting off in robot mode, Hot Rod is simply beautiful. This is perhaps Flero Deary's magnum opus in terms of Transformer designs, and on this toy, that new Magenta hits you in the face, and I want it to hit me more.
What?
Listen, I like the original Hot Rod, don't get me wrong, the red looks great, but this is Hot Rod. Magenta superiority for the win always. I love it. It looks so good, and this figure is terrific if you don't get a copy with bad QC. Now, there is some controversy to this guy. Apparently, a lot of people in the fandom have been having issues with tolerances and some other stuff. Now, I haven't really dived into the forums yet to take a look at what all is usually wrong, but that's because my copy for the most part is fine. For the most part. This piece right here on the leg is already stressed, and I think that might be because the pin is possibly put in upside down. Taking a look now at the forums, there is a whole wide range of problems that come with this guy, possibly. Apparently there's an issue with his shoulders being misassembled to the point where he can't do a T-pose. Some joints are too tight, some joints are too loose, there's some bad paint apps, some bad tampografts. It kind of just varies to overall not great QC. And that really sucks because after taxes, we are definitely paying well over $45 for a Voyager when last year we were paying $35. So you would expect that the QC would at least be better or standardized, or just at least there wouldn't be any issues, but there still are. And Hasbro, you really need to fix that because that's only going to upset more and more people. So in the meantime, I will be careful with this guy. And knowing Hasbro and how much they like money, I'm sure if he goes up for crazy value, they'll just re-release him, and hopefully that time with better QC. But let's talk about the good stuff now. On my copy, at least, everything else is spectacular. Colors are beautiful, paint apps are done correctly, no misaligned tampografts, other than this chest flame being ever so slightly off, but I didn't really notice, if I'm being honest, until I started writing my script. And I'm sure that when I put this guy on the shelf, I'm really not going to notice because he'll be several feet away from me. Some overall design choices that I like for Hot Rod is the head sculpt. It looks very good and accurate to the '86 movie. And you can also open up his head to reveal a blue visor that can be flipped out to make a nice set of shades. He's got some small panel lining on various parts like the arms, which also have the exhausts on them, and they are painted by the way, so be careful, don't chip that off. The highlight of this figure though is his accessories and articulation. Alright, so we are going to go over Hot Rod's articulation because it's so damn good. So, let's start off at the top, moving at the head. You can look all around because it's on a ball joint, left, right, up a little bit, down a little bit, so that's pretty good. Arms, if you have good shoulders, can do that. So that is a flex now. T-posing is in fact a flex, just like it has always been. But arms go down like that. They are a little bit stiff on my copy here, but not going to destroy themselves stiff. Anyway, they can rotate all the way around, as you can see. We've got this elbow joint and elbow swivel, so that's pretty good. Arms, due to the Voyager budget, can open up. And then I'm just going to move these up. He's got a waist swivel, which is pretty dang good. Legs go forward, legs go back a little bit, not too much though. Legs go out all the way. He's got no thigh swivel, but he's got a knee bend, so that's pretty good. He's also got that knee bend, so if you want, you can get a very nice steep knee bend, so that's pretty good. Toes can kind of pivot up just a little bit like that, but he does have a slight ankle tilt. And I'm just going to leave him here because, if he wants to stand up, just flexing on him. Hot Rod is perhaps one of the best figures to pose, and certainly a great figure to photograph. This guy has been an absolute delight to have, and it doesn't stop there. Hot Rod comes with so many accessories. He's got 2 blasters, which can go into his hands, a buzzsaw which you attach by transforming his hand to make a peg, 2 brand new pieces being this shield and this yellow sword, but he has perhaps the most important accessory in Transformers behind Megatron's rubber ducky. He has the fishing pole. This, unironically, is my favorite accessory. Look at it. It's a freaking fishing pole. And he can sit down. I love this guy so much. I want him. He is my best friend. I don't care. Now let's move on to transformation. This shit is great. I don't know which Takara designer reached into the black magic bag of engineering, but my goodness is this guy fun. He's complicated, but in the best possible way. Lots of steps that keep you engaged and surprised, and none of the parts are fighting with themselves for clearance. Truly a 10 out of 10 transformation, and it makes a lot of sense why Takara upscaled this figure for MPG Hot Rod. And here we have Hot Rod in his vehicle mode, and god damn, he is sexy! Fleer O'Deary was absolutely cooking when he came up with this vehicle mode. It is just oozing 80s style with that supercar wedge shape, ridiculous rear... That's a tongue twister. Ridiculous rear wing is what I meant to say, and the wild colors. The magenta is awesome yet again, and such a vibrant color that covers a large portion of this mode. But don't worry, the other colors are just as good. As Hot Rod should, he has this orange hood adorned with flames and a nice little Autobot logo. He's also got this protruding engine piece that is painted to look oh so good. There's super stylish silver exhausts that start in the middle of the car and go all the way down to the rear. And of course, he's got this huge, massive, gigantic, gargantuan, astronomically large yellow wing. I swear, if this was the size of an actual car, the wing would probably protrude out like 4 feet from the body. It's ridiculous, but it is also probably one of the coolest things about this figure. What's also great is the smaller subtle detailing that's molded into the plastic. For example, there's some detailing in the headlights, tires have been molded to have treads, and rims are painted in silver. Windows are molded in blue plastic, but I feel like they should have been flat blue to go with kind of our recent releases of Hound, Sunstreaker, and Wheeljack, but hey, Hasbro's got to repaint this mold later in the future. And just so you guys can take a look, here he is next to the original release of Hot Rod, which the only reason that I actually have this guy out is because, well, now I have the magenta one. Time to get rid of the red one. And just because I was curious, instructions, oddly enough, show this crazy weapon storage, and I wanted to see what it looks like. So, yeah, let's take a look. Oh boy, that's something. Okay, moving on. So yeah, that is Studio Series More Than Meets the Eye Hot Rod. A wonderful figure which has been plagued with QC issues, and unfortunately that has been a growing theme in the past few years with Hasbro. And that truly is a shame because this figure is a 10 out of 10 and one of the best figures of the past 10 years. I'm not joking, it really is that good. I love this guy, and when I got the original Red release back in 2020, it was one of the figures that got me back into collecting the modern mainline, and he was one of my first G1 characters that I had gotten. So I'm very pleased with him, and I'm glad that he's magenta now because this is the superior color scheme. No questions. I will not be listening to any rebuttals. And now, like you, I have to get all of the original G1 characters and their best versions. However, I will say that I'm glad that I skipped out on Prime Wars and wasn't into Transformers at that time because that saved me a lot of money and from a lot of bad figures. Anyway, guys, I will see you all later, and in the next video review, take care. Bye.